live yet?
Yeah, looks like it's working on everything. All right. Let me,
Yeah, it's pumping right before the open.
what's up, K Duba? Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. Today is Thursday, June the 18th, 2026. Welcome, guys. If you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Tim. This is Steve. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of indicators that you're seeing. It's the one indicator, KLP AI Pro, that you're seeing on the screen right now. That gives you, of course, your scalping candle color changes, but as well as all of these key levels, supply and demand zones automatically drawn on your chart for you, providing you all the structure you need. And then also these signals that not just tell you when to buy or sell, but they give you your stop loss, they give you your TPs. And if you hover over the signal, it will give you all the information you need on it. So yeah, so good morning, and we'll jump over to Steve's screen real quick. We only have a couple minutes and just kind of talk about the levels we're looking for. Let me make sure. Actually, we should have checked that first.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't check. 1 second.
Yeah, I'll check that in just a second. Market's pumping right now, right before market open. Let's see what
Share
happens.
screen, select screen.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
It says no audio source was detected. Whatever that means.
If you have to, you can. I can.
It's on it.
What's it saying?
It's never said that before, but my screen sharing is saying no audio source detected. That was on the share screen though. I don't share my audio anyway.
Yeah. So you don't want to share the audio there anyway. Yeah.
But I'm ready to go.
All right. Let's check it out. All right. They got you on TikTok. Let me try over here. All right, good. They got your screen. So guys, Steve now is going to just run through really quickly at market open here what we're looking for today.
All right, good morning, guys. All right, we've got ES pumping at right before the open. 1 minute till the open. It is an inside day. R4. Well, we've crossed R3 already, but R4 is in play, and we are coming up on it. We probably won't. If it hit it on, if it touches R4 in the opening candle, I mean, we're still gonna wait at least 2 more candles after that. We'll give it about let the market run for 15 minutes before we make a decision. But
T, what's up, bro?
keep in mind, what's up, one T? Good morning. Keep in mind, we are right. We are right at R4 on ES right now, and that is a valid level. You've got point of control there, just above R4. So here, ES is one of those situations.
Hold on, he said your mic's real low. Mine or Steve's?
It might be mine, unless my mic is out. I mean, it's on. My mic is on.
Say something.
Steve, check, 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 check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it looks like it's the levels are high.
Yeah, my levels are good. That's better. Okay. All right. Sorry, man. I'll try
Cool,
to
appreciate that, T.
speak with some more energy this morning.
Elisa, what's up?
Let's see. All right. So on ES, we are approaching R4. R4 on ES is one of those situations when you have prior day high directly above it. I would prefer for price to come through R4, take out prior day's highs before we start looking for a reversal. So if it shows us a reversal after it touches R4, but before it gets to prior day high, I will probably shy away from that signal. I want all my key levels to align um, when it calls for it. So yeah, I'm looking for ES to cross R4 and prior day's high before I start looking for a reversal. All right. Let me erase some of these old drawings here. And so I want to see ES cross both these levels so we can take out these highs before looking for a reversal. and it is an technically right now it is an inside day on ES, and we've already crossed R3 already and given a couple signals off of R3. So right now we're concentrating on R4, see what price does around R4. NQ, let's see what NQ's got going on today. All right, so NQ is yeah. Well, actually, NQ looks a lot better set up at R4 than ES does. It's already crossed R4, and it's already taken out prior day's highs. And so, if ES was to give us, it did give us one signal already off of R4, which was a loss, and you can see why I try to avoid these situations where it'll take out the R4 but not take out prior day's high. You see what I'm talking about, Tim? Here
On which one?
NQ.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is why I said these are the situations where I avoid where it'll cross R4, but prior day's high is right above it, and it hasn't taken out prior day's high.
Yeah.
And that signal got stopped out. So
yeah.
That's what I'm looking for with ES. I want ES to cross R4 and prior day's high before I think about taking that signal. So that's the kind of context you got to keep in mind when you're playing these levels.
Yeah.
All right. So now if ES gives us a second signal here, it's already taken out prior day's high now. So now if it gives us a second R4 signal,
ES did not take out prior day's high.
We may run with it. Yeah, that's what I say. It hasn't done it yet.
Oh, yeah. It's up here, 76.
If it was to cross R4 but not take out prior day's high, I wouldn't be interested in ES. It has to take out both. Russell, what's up, Duran? Good morning. Russell is an inside day as well. Russell just wicked off of R4. Let's see what R4 lines up with. R4. I would like to get past R4 as well as past these highs here as well, which Russell has not done yet. It has wicked R4, but it has not gotten past these highs right here. And then we have prior day high even a little bit further up there. So Russell on this signal as well. This is another one where I probably will shy away from this signal. If it was to give us a signal at this point right here, I would not take it because we still have some more liquidity to the upside to grab before going lower. All right, Dow. Erase these old markings. All right, so Dow is at R3. Dow, I'm assuming it is an inside day. Let's see. Dow is an inside day, guys. So R3 is in play. S3 is in plays.
R3 looks like a nice level right now. It just swept all the way up to that prior week.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my
it went through Asia, London, and R3, and is rejected. So that R3 setup might be a good one on Dow.
I do like that last candle, that wick. Yep. Yeah. So that candle looked pretty good, and if this next candle closes below these pointed controls here, it's a strong looking R3. But we'll keep an eye. R3 is in play, guys, on Dow, as well as S3 is in play. It is an inside day. All right, so R3 is flashing a strong signal. 5 minutes into the open. Let's see how big this candle turns out. But it is looking good. Where we at? ES is dumping. Let me get my Dow chart set up here on Quant Tower. All right, guys, we'll pay attention to that. We got 2 minutes left on this chart. Let's see. I'm gonna stick right here for a second and see what happens with Dow here. Let's monitor ES. ES is dumping pretty hard, and Q's dumping pretty hard. Russell is giving us a signal as well, but I do like Dow a little bit better. See if we got any news. All right, shipping traffic back to normal. By the time this candle closed, we would be 10 minutes into market open. And depending on how much tail this
Not looking like
this
that
candle gives us, yeah,
not liking that candle right now.
it's definitely not a signal at the moment just yet.
Yeah, it looks like
but if it does close below both of these pointed controls here, Asia and London pointed controls, then I'll give it a shot. And stop would be right above prior week's high. So stop is in a good position.
the signal went away for me.
It popped back up for me just now. It reflashed, but now it's going away. Yeah. Now it's gone away again. 35 seconds left, so we'll see.
This Russell one is still here.
Russell, I already said that one. I don't. Okay, prior day highs.
Prior day high is pretty far up there.
Okay, because it didn't take out these prior lows over here. Russell may be good, but it's just not a perfect setup for me. Russell's more like a C setup. Now Dow's is probably gonna signal us in, and I'll give Dow a shot here. All right. All right, so I'm gonna get in on this Dow trade.
I wonder if I like that stop up there, the stop above the previous candle at R3.
Yeah, it's above that.
It's way up above that wick, but yeah. I'm thinking
it'll give you a wide. That'll make your risk wide for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go just above R3, Tommaso style.
Yeah.
All right, Michael, what's up?
Let me see where we got. Yeah, this is so central pivot is 52.049. I may just put my first TP at central pivot, and then I'm gonna ride the rest down to TP2. I'll slide at that point. I'll slide my stop to break even. Try to ride the rest, not TP2, but just above TP2 is prior day's low. So that will be my last final target is prior day's low. All right, so I'm gonna set that play, and let's move on right now to oil.
All right, yeah, oil down there, man.
Oil is 73.
Just came below the pre-market low, so definitely looks like it wants to move lower for today.
Outside day, inside day. Oil is definitely an outside day. Was it at S3?
It's at S3 now, yeah.
So we gotta wait till
Green Bay, what's up?
Good morning, guys.
Yeah, so oil thinking S4. I don't know though. Like we used to say, it's tough to go short on oil. Now I almost feel like it's tough to go long on oil. Yeah, it's getting really close to pre-war levels here, dude. I just think it wants to get back there.
All right, we're gonna have to zoom out to the 1 hour chart on oil. I just want to see what 73 lines up with. All right, so 73. Let's see if S4 is right below these lows right here. All right, S4 is down here. Yeah, just below these lows. Then you got S5 below that, S6. So I would say S4 or S6 on oil. All right, so let me go back to the 5
Damn, that
chart.
Russell trade.
Russell's banging.
Yeah. Dow's starting to turn around with ES, and Russell just doing his own thing like Russell does.
I got Dow.
I mean, Dow's coming down a little bit now too. It was, yeah. It was just in red. It just made a nice little move there. Let's see, what's ES doing? Yeah, ES is in that demand zone down there.
All right, so on oil, we are at an outside day. I'll take a look at it at S4. S4 is definitely in play, but I'll take a look at it when it gets there, see what kind of price action we get around S4.
Yeah, I'm thinking R4 for the short would be ideal, but if it can get up there, you know, up there in that supply zone.
Yeah.
But I don't know the oil's going to have the strength to get up there today.
All right, gold is currently at central pivot. Gold is an inside day or an outside day.
Edwin, what's up?
Gold is an inside day. All right, so we said gold is an inside day, which means S3 and R3 is in play. We've crossed through R3 already. Not really interested anymore in R3.
Wait.
S3 does look decent on gold. Right here at prior day's low. S3 is below it, below the demand zone as well. And if gold can rally up, I'd much prefer R4 rather than R3. Although R3 is in play, guys, with our strategy, I'd just much rather R4
on gold.
On gold, yeah. So R4 or S3.
I'm going to go against the trend there and say I'm going to take R3 too if it gets there.
You like it?
Just because I noticed gold respects those three levels.
Well, if it's R3, then at least it has to take out R3 and London.
That London right there. Yeah.
And let me just take one last look at.
That's just me anecdotally just watching gold, you know. Euro, okay.
Euro is at S3 right now. And Euro is an outside.
Euro looks like it went up above prior day. It breached prior day and it's come back below it now, it looks like.
I don't know if that's an outside day yet. Yeah, it's an outside day.
If we can get Dow below this low volume node, I think we're money.
Dow's still looking good. Yeah, Dow's still looking good, guys. All right. So Euro is at S3. We say Euro's on outside day, so we're looking at S4 on Euro, which Euro is should be bearish here for the next couple of days, just because interest rates going up. We're pricing in 2 interest rate hikes by first quarter of 2027. So when interest rate goes up, that strengthens the dollar, which weakens Euro USD. So Euro USD should be in a bearish trend here. Next couple days, couple weeks. All right, just kind of seeing where S4 lines up with, and S4 looks decent. Looks like a decent level to look for
on Euro.
A long, yep.
Yeah.
And then
right down there in that demand zone.
Well, R3 is not in play because it's an outside day. for some reason, if euro gets up there, I highly doubt it. But if euro gets up to R4, R4 would be the level that we're looking at for euro. All right, guys. So that's it. That's our levels for today. Dow at the moment heading in the right direction. Like I said, I got my first TP is above the apps TP. I'm gonna take some partials here at central pivot if we can get there. And yeah, so we'll see. Let's see how this Dow plays out.
All right. Ready to take it back over?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so here's you guys fighting in this little Dow trade right here, right now. Let's look at ES and see. ES right around its value area low, and Q as well. Some crazy indecisive action here on this Russell and on this Russell and sort of Dow trade right now. Russell, especially Russell, big wick up, big wick down, big wick energy on Russell right now. What up, Ira? Good morning, brother.
What's up, Ira? Good morning, man.
Let's see what we're talking about here on crude. This crude chart, yeah. So guys, we're talking about, you see, crude is already it made a pre-market low and then it's already broken that pre-market low. So looking pretty bearish on oil, which is why we just set an alert way down here at 72.21. But like I mentioned earlier, I mean, I just have a hard time right now with the way oil's dumping, going long on it. Unless, I don't know, you will see rejections and retracements, right? So maybe reversal, you get a chance there off a reversal before it continues down. But yeah, so this Dow trade right now is turned around on us.
Took GC when you guys call that level out. Just the short. Let's see.
Not bad.
Yeah.
You got a market shift happening on GC right now, so.
Yep.
All right, let me mute this person real quick. Dude, I got the damn Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song stuck in my head right now. I was watching it with Liam this morning before I left, and yeah, damn Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in my head.
He said, "You playing with the dirty 30 today?"
Did you use the app stop on Dow, or did you go above R3? That last candle,
I'm
the entry
using
candle.
The app stop.
The app stop.
I got a wide stop, so give it some room to play around.
All right. Gold and euro here, guys. Kind of pushing down slightly. NG. Yeah, NG just chopping sideways right now.
Yeah, R4 didn't. ES didn't quite get to R4 before turning around. It did take out London highs though.
Yeah.
Let's see if ES can stay below R3.
Yeah, you got R3 on ES, and then you got the 21 EMA and VWAP just above that. Right now, looking like it wants to push up a little bit. Starting to see a shift there. NQ looking a bit stronger. Keep an eye on this gold trade since T's in there. T, where did you put your TP at for gold? Johnson, what's up?
I'd ride that thing right down into the demand zone.
For gold.
Yeah.
That's at central pivot right now, so you might see some central pivot VWAP and 21 EMA all stacked together right here on gold.
Yeah, yeah, you want to see it get out of that range.
$42.85. Okay, just a little. Got out on. Okay, got you. Yeah, definitely some rejections there at that VWAP and the 21 EMA right there. You guys can see the orange and the yellow line right there. Guys, if you're just joining us, man, I'm Tim. This is Steve to my left. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of indicators. The main one of which KLP AI Pro is what you're seeing on our screen right now. All of these supply and demand zones, all these key levels, prior session highs and lows, all of that drawn automatically for you each session on your chart, so you don't have to. And then you get these signals. And one thing different about our tool is that we don't just say buy and sell. We will tell you why. So if you hover over the signal, it's going to give you the complete breakdown of that trade, so that you can either have the confidence to take it or to stay out of it, right? If you notice, we do these ones say strong, so we do weak, poor, weak, good, and strong. Those are the four sort of grades that we give it. That does not mean that we avoid all weaks and poors, and it does not mean that we take all strongs. All right, it's just context, and that's where we use the other key levels around it, which is why the app's called Key Levels Pro, because you understand the structure, you can make better decisions on your trades, right? Dow, yeah, or sorry, not Dow, Ruck. I almost shorted crude just based off market shift here again. When I saw this candle forming, this market shift, it tapped the EMA and started coming down. Just the old trader in me just wanted to short it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so it go. This Dow trade just chugging along, fighting here.
Fresh insider trading fears following Iran deal. Fresh
insider trading fears. Those aren't fresh, bro. Those are trust me. We've been victims of those for I don't know how many times. Profit level 42.76. Okay.
Yeah, how many people start shorting oil before the deal was announced?
I think it just stinks, no matter which way you look at it, man. So they're on Bloomberg debating right now insider trading, and is it a byproduct of this administration, or is it something just being exacerbated by things like Kalshi and Polymarket and stuff like that, which I don't buy that one bit. I mean, when you have guys shorting hundreds of millions of dollars of oil on a whim that just happens to be right several times in a row, I'm going to say that's not because of Kalshi. You know what I mean?
Well, below $4 as Iran pressure eases. Now we haven't given a gas price update, but I did pump gas yesterday.
Was it down?
It was in $3 and well, I did have 30 cents off at Kroger as well.
So that don't count. That don't count, dog.
I got it down to $3.69.
Yeah, so it's still $4 basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, so guys, so our Alpha Flow Trader gas price check-in, I probably still it's heading in the right direction, man, but it's going to take weeks to catch up. So if you were buying crude oil by the barrel, yeah, you're getting a better deal right now, but it's going to take a while till that thing hits your local gas station, right? Yeah. So those prices hit there. You got to think about all these gas station companies that filled up those tanks at that higher level. They got to get their money back. Signed up, by the way, guys. Oh, did you? You grabbed the indicator? Did you see one come through there, Steve?
Let me see.
That's what's up, T, man. We appreciate that, brother. T. We really, really appreciate that, dude. Now you'll start getting emails every morning. Once we get this Discord ready, you'll start being able to chat with us throughout that during the day and just bounce stuff off. And then, any questions on setup or anything, man, just email us, dude, and let us know. DM us. We appreciate you, T, though. Really do, man. And I love that you came, you saw, you kind of hung out with us for a week or so before you made the decision. And that's kind of what we just encourage people to do. Don't just take our word for it. Just try it out, see how it works, and let us know. All right, Dow starting to get back in the green here a little bit. Z5, what's up?
Hmm.
So T, man,
It wasn't
congrats.
recently.
You're now one of our day ones.
Unless he's been there.
What's that?
Wasn't today or yesterday.
Lines up to a T. Yeah, yeah, man. That's levels to me, man. Like my favorite levels, obviously, are these support and resistance, the Camarillo pivot levels. Which, if you do some research on those, they're just really, really strong institutional levels that no one really understands. But they work. And then, so I like entering trades with that, but then using the other key levels around it for confidence or confluence, right?
Yeah, that's what we like to do. That's how we use these levels. We know the levels are important, and so we just wait for price to get to those levels, and then we just monitor the reaction,
Yeah.
whether it continues past those levels or a reverse at those levels. You know, we kind of favor the reversal strategy more than the continuation.
Yeah, you can trade these levels.
But
You can trade breakouts and continuations on these as well.
Yeah. As long as we see some type of reaction at those levels, that's the most important part.
And when I first started with Camarillos and studying and practicing those, I didn't just take reversals. So I would watch price action, and I would watch. So say it's at R4, I would watch for either a confirmation one direction or the other, and I would take it. Reversals it seems to be the bread and butter, but I made some money doing breakouts as well. It's just easier to stick with one instead of going back and forth, and then you're like, oh well, if things aren't working, you're like, well, is it my breakout that's not working? Is it the reversals? Yeah, it's just easier to keep up with as one. So,
and just some things are just easier for people to spot. Like if your eyes are trained for spotting reversals, then
yeah,
that's
yep. This Russell trade you see on the right side of the screen, guys, I think, I don't know if I said it earlier, I just said it out loud, but I would have definitely taken multiple contracts, and I would have taken one out here at R3 early, and then probably the second one down here at TP1, just because, like I mentioned, guys, those R3 levels, those levels they do things. All right. NQ and ES just kind of chopping around, similar to what we were dealing with yesterday. He was a reversal trader as well. Yeah. So mine as well. He was a Camarillo reversal trader as well. And that's where I really just learned all my patience from, not chasing trades, just waiting for setups and being okay with a no trade day if that happens. Now, he would have more no trade days than I would, because he trades S&P solely. He does Camarillo reversals only on ES, only in the New York morning hours. So he now we traded on all different assets, but he was big on, he's only studied it on ES for years. He's got his data on ES for years, so he just sticks with what he does, and he literally makes his living just off the S&P doing Camarillo reversals. That sucks when you see you go up 400 and dip right back down to below 200. Same thing happened last time, hits that low volume area. Yeah. That sucks. But all good. SPY and QQQ. Yep. Yeah, he trades Camarillo reversals only on ES. And there's no variation. It's an inside day or it's an outside day that tells you which levels he's trading, and then and then there's no, for him it's 2 to 1 or nothing. There's none of this 1 to 1 stuff, sliding stops. He's just 2 to 1 or nothing. If he loses, he loses, and that's how he keeps his R's flowing properly. All right, Dow made an equal low there. Can it make a new one? Struggling to make a new low there.
It's right there. It did make a new low.
Did it? Barely, yeah, it did.
I am going to move my stop now to break even.
Yeah, it's not a bad call. I don't want to go from 500 up to a loss.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been pretty patient here. So yeah, I will do the same. I'll move my stop now to break even on this trade, so I cannot lose anything. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't get cooked yesterday. Yesterday was my mistake on gold, by the way. Steve was telling me this morning. He was like, yeah, you guys should have stayed in that. He's probably right, but I think my whole reasoning was I felt like I entered late anyway, which is a big no-no for me. I felt like I entered one candle too late. So therefore I was not willing to risk like I normally would. But Obviously didn't know that a news candle was about to come in and just hit, hit TP right there. So let me just mute this dude. Dow looking good right now, man. It's a good trade. Russell too, though. Like I don't want to say it, but I did say I liked Russell better. Russell already hit that TP1. So guys, perfect example. Our signal called here at 9:35. It hit TP1 exactly 25 minutes later. So already a winner there on Russell. Let's see if Dow can do the same thing. We already moved to break even on Dow though, guys, just because not gonna watch it go from 500 to a loss, right? But break even's fine. And I almost took both Russell and Dow. It's just been a long time since I've taken two trades at once. I used to do that quite often. If I was I'd take ES and NQ trades at the same time. Sometimes I'd take Dow and Russell trades at the same time, especially if they were converging, right? ES starting to get some buying pressure as well as NQ. Gold, phew, buddy. T, you got out of gold a little early, my boy. Holy smokes!
It's making some money.
Yeah,
it's making its.
Came off that pre-market high, came back below it. You see the market shift entry there. Nice little scalp move if you took that gold scalp. Just came down and made some new low. No, equal just came down and hit that London low. See what it does there. I knew where it was going. I was going to get back in on it. Yeah, that happens, man. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, when you see all those levels below, like you just know they're just magnets, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see all that confluence below your demand zone, damn S3 level, your prior day's low. All that is like a magnet for a price to go to.
For sure.
Yeah, that was a good short.
All right.
Russell hit TP.
Yeah, Russell already hit TP1 last candle.
So TP1 on Russell.
Not quite on Dow. You said you put your TP up here at Central Pivot. You moved it up from the apps.
Yeah,
the app TP. Yeah, that makes sense. I might do that too.
Pivot, and I'll take out partials at Central Pivot, and then I'm gonna ride the rest down to prior day's low.
Oh, down here at 51,839.
Yeah.
Did you guys say that you were working on trying to? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're actively working on that. 100%. Yep.
Absolutely. What is this? June 18th. I would say maybe by July 4th or a little bit after July 4th, we should have something for Ninja Trader.
And that's where it's going to get interesting too, because we can start practicing with automation and Come on down, Dow.
It's right there, right? When you're so close to Central Pivot, it's gonna get there though, man. It just hit that little low volume node though.
That's what it's done the last few
It'll
times.
Get there. We've also got London low.
ES is ES. I don't know. So ES
market low.
Yeah. ES is right now getting some strength. NQ's already gone past VWAP and the 21 EMA. ES working on doing that now. So take that for what it's worth. We're still below the EMA and VWAP here on Dow for now. NQ definitely looking like the strongest of the indexes right now.
So like ES is another one where it has not taken out London lows at 7 o'clock. It did take out London highs. Now it has to take out London lows, and it got close. It got into the demand zone, popped back up, but we still have reason to rotate and go lower.
Not loving all these wicks on Dow that you're seeing.
What's his name? London now. NQ looks a lot stronger than.
Yeah, NQ is looking pretty strong right now.
Yes, right now.
But I feel like with the moves on those indexes, it's not going to work out well for the Dow trade. We'll see. We moved our stop to break even, guys. So risk-free trade either way for us. But I'm just not in love. I'm not loving those wicks. Forgive, but is there any way to connect trader to TV? Hold on. What are you asking, Duran? I'm not sure. Is there any way
on NinjaTrader? Yes.
Oh, to TradingView, yeah.
NinjaTrader, definitely NinjaTrader. You can connect to TradingView. If you want to show them on your chart, if you click on the or you can switch over to my chart.
Yeah.
If you should click on, where is the trading button here?
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll switch over to yours.
Where is the trade button here?
Should be top right. I got your screen. I got your screen up.
You got it?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can see it on my screen. Is that on my screen?
Top. Yeah, you should be on your screen now. Yeah.
Oh, but you can't see my tabs. Yeah, you can't see the tabs.
What do you mean?
The trade button. Look at my screen. You can't see that.
Oh, because it's covered by the logo.
But anyway, in the top right corner, there's a button that says trade. Yeah. And if you hit that button, it'll pull up all the different brokers that you can connect directly to TradingView. And you see the first one is NinjaTrader. So you just click on NinjaTrader and log in with your NinjaTrader credentials. And that's how you could trade directly through TradingView from NinjaTrader.
All right. All right. What's crude doing over here? Crude signing up for another. Look, it just barely gets a little market shift up, one candle, and then continues down. I think it's pretty realistic that crude comes down to S4 today. Got some doji. You got a doji there on Dow, and
so this that's a neutral doji. So let's see what price wants to do after this doji here. That's what I like to see. I like to see those dojis, but you know, if you start seeing price going the opposite direction
after it, then that's doji, you're looking at reversal. Yeah.
But right now we are hopefully push past this doji and at least get some partials.
Yeah, I have my TP at the TP1 for where our tool put it, but I may get out of central pivot too. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So guys, if you're just joining us, man, I'm Tim. This is Steve to my left. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of AI indicators. You see our marquee product on the screen right now, which is KLP AI Pro. That's Key Levels Pro. And it fired off this signal for us on the Dow that we're in right now at 935 and getting close to our profit right now, up about 600 something on this one contract now. You see on the right, I have the Russell 2000 open as well next to Dow, and you see this similar signal called at the same time, which has already hit its TP1 down there. So it's a break-even risk-free trade on any other contracts now. So two winners on the screen there. Two winners on the screen this morning. Back to back, same time. All right, we're getting close to where I'll probably get out of this. I'm going to see how it reacts here at Central Pivot.
You're one tick away, just flatten out right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this.
There we go.
All right, I'm out. 750. So, I'm out.
Official hit my TP. I got 2 more contracts left. I'm going to just let it ride, man.
You took micros or minis?
Micros.
Yeah, so I took 1 mini. So it was a $900 risk initially. No, I pulled it down. I didn't go with the app stop. I pulled it to the Tomaso stop at R3, the last candle for 500 risk. For 500 risk, hit 750, so like 1.5. Yeah. 1.5 R on that trade. The crypto, what's up, man? So yeah, there we go, guys. Nice little winner to start the day.
I'll let it, once it gets to London low, I'll move. My stop's at break even now, but once it gets to London low, I will start trailing it down little by little.
So once it gets here around 50, like right at the TP1, basically.
Yeah.
Where the app's TP1 is, yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let it breathe a little bit. If once it gets past, once it closes below London low, and then gives us a few more candles below London low, that's when I'll start trailing down.
Any of you guys on the chats take that Dow or Russell trade with us?
Thanks, crypto.
Dow hit. Let's go.
Nice, Zachary.
Nice, nice. Love to see some wins. All right, that Russell trade, man. I'm not that I'm going to keep mentioning how I
TP2?
preferred it. That's good. No, but it's just looking strong. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just looking strong to the downside. Now, TP2 is a long ways away, but I like that it has that prior month down there, and then you got the Asia low way below that.
Demand zone and central pivot lines up with TP2 is perfect.
There's just
TP2 is perfect because
yeah, you got
should get there.
Prior month and control pivot or central
Definitely
pivot.
should get there.
Let's look back at ES and NQ and see what's cracking over here. NQ is still definitely looking like the stronger of the two, but both are just in their value area. Crude. Crude, there's the short that I said I was thinking about taking right there on that market shift. So guys, this gives me, now that we're out of that trade, it gives me a chance to talk about our tool. So we always say that our tool is not a scalping tool, but it is. We just don't, that's not how we use it, and that's not how, like, our strategy that we promote, right? Scalping is just inherently more risky, and it's a bit more gambly. But market shifts. So if you notice you're in a bearish trend, guys, let me see if I can find a little cleaner moves. If you notice you're in a bearish or bullish trend, you notice how our candle colors change, right? So even though some of these candles should be green, we still keep them orange. Some of these green ones should be red, we still keep them green. Why? Because when the candle color changes from orange to green, that lets you know that a market shift has been confirmed. The AI has confirmed it, and it's now a validated market shift, right? Now, if you're in a trending market, that's a good time to scalp. So this is right now, you can't really tell if this is bullish or bearish. Let's just pretend it's bearish, bullish right now. You can you see it come down from a sustained move one color. You see that market shift, especially you get a good, I'm not saying enter on every green one, every market shift, but if you see a good solid one, especially something like here where it broke the EMA and closed above it, great scalp move up. Similar here, you see where it on the move down where the market shift happened, but it also closed below VWAP. Nice move for a short there. So you can absolutely use this tool for scalping. And what I was saying earlier was I wish I would have, because I was really feeling this move right here. When I saw these indecisive candles here, and then I saw the market shift indication, I really liked that short there. But it's not what we do. ES starting to turn around. So Dow, yeah, Dow's got. So I could have, if I just stayed in this thing, I could have made an extra $200 because it look like it's hitting TP1 now. But I'm happy with 750 in a 20-minute trade. So $750 there, 20 minutes. Kind of now wishing I would have taken the Russell at the same time and double dip like I used to. Steve and my boys used to always get on me about that. But when you're on, you're on. But it does suck losing two at a time. But yeah, right now though, they both hit TP1. So here's the Dow trade we hit right here. Here's the information that our software created for you. It was a good trade. You see it hit TP1 here. Russ already came well below TP1. So two winners there. Has anything else fired? Gold did not, but gold, speaking for scalpers, like we were just talking, look at the market shift candle color changes, guys. Scalp, 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 scalp. Now, me, I would only scalp one way. I'd pick my trend for the day and scalp that way and look for all the entries. But there was a time where I scalped up and down too, and that would have been something I was loving right here. Down, up, down, up. And that's why we do not change candle colors from, just the standard red or green, because we want people to understand that not to get faked out. Just understand that, hey, you're still in that bearish or that bullish market shift. All right, Dow. Yeah, and guys, look, now Dow did come down and hit this TP1. It looks like barely, or maybe not yet actually. But look how price is reacting at central pivot, guys. You got R3 above, S3 below. Central pivot's basically the split point of that. And you see these wicks, this price action around central pivot. Hence why Steve would talked about moving his first TP to central pivot instead of waiting for it to get here. All right, we're getting some buying pressure on ES. NQ is looking strong. NQ looks like we might get a move up here to R5 at some point. I'm going to go ahead and put a level at R5. You do have the supply zones right above it. But just to start watching it, I will put a alert there.
Let's see if we got any other potential
setups looking. Scan around here. Gold, gold about to hit these two big demand zones. Well before S3. Euro doing not much of anything. Natural gas chopping sideways as well. Oh, today's natural gas day, so
yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, so natural gas, that explains natural gas going sideways. Natural gas inventories are released in about 10, 12 minutes from now, so you probably see something on natural gas after that. And crude, man. Yeah, crude coming down, shorting like I expected to see it happen. We'll see if it gets down here. We set an alert down here at 72.21. But the way, I mean, I don't know. I could see it coming there, reversing for one candle, and then just continuing down like it's been doing, you know? Yeah. So let's take a look at silver. Speaking of scalpers' dreams, guys, look at this. So you're in a bearish trend on silver, clearly. Candle color change, scalp, chop for a minute. Candle color change, scalp. A little bit of green, candle color change. These kind of candles before a market shift, see these indecisive candles with the wicks up and down, guys. Then you see this market shift. You're jumping in that, scalping that thing. That was a huge scalp down.
Dow, I will stop out if we get a market shift here, or if this next candle closes above these previous two candles.
Yeah,
I will flatten out of this trade.
Go ahead and flatten out that way. So you took one contract, still have two more in there?
I took out two.
You took out two already? You got one runner? Nice. Nice. Love runners, man. Yeah, right now they're definitely starting to turn a bit. NQ and ES are just, I mean, NQ is definitely looking stronger. It looks like it wants to push up. ES really just kind of indecisive there. There's another little small market shift candle on crude, but I would expect crude to continue down for now anyway. Then of course, guys, we keep an eye on like the breaking news, watch Financial Juice and stuff like that for any kind of breaking geopolitical news. Keeping that in mind because that's crude. It does a lot of the movement for crude right now is the political stuff, the geopolitical stuff. Man, look at silver. What a nice look at that silver chart, Steve.
Yeah, those
trendy, those clean confirmed market trends. You guys see that? It's just so damn expensive, man. Margin requirements for gold are just crazy. For silver, sorry. Kathy, what's up? I'm going to get a haircut after I leave here, man. Go to see my Dominicans over there in Stone Mountain, you know, and Easton always comes with me. Let me show you this cut that Easton wants. I wish we'd have done it earlier. Check this out. Baseball stitch out. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's see. Can y'all see that? So this is a kid just from Google, but the little baseball stitches there in the skin fade. My boy, my grandson Easton is just a gamer, man. He lives baseball, man, and he's a great little ball player. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. He's been playing he just turned 5, but he's been playing 6U for the last year or so. So he was 4, just turned 4, playing 6U ball and just doing really well, and just loves the game. NYC Traveling Wax Tech, what's up?
Damn, traveling wax tech.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, I know that's the go wax people. You travel with wax people, I guess. Yeah.
Traveling wax
Body
tech?
wax.
Oh, he's a booty waxer. I was thinking like, what damn wax museums? Dog, you working on wax statues and stuff? Dang, wax tech. He's a damn traveling booty waxer. No, or probably everything else too. Have you ever had anything waxed? Has Carla ever drug you in somewhere to get some stuff waxed?
NYC too. I bet it pays good money.
Yeah.
NYC traveling wax tech.
Hey, tell the truth. Has Carla ever got you somewhere to get waxed?
No.
What about manicures? Pedicures and manicures? What about pedicures and manicures?
Yeah, we've done the.
Yeah, me
we've
too.
gone on the pedicure.
I joined the pedicure.
I did a foot pedicure before for the first time, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I can't lie. They're onto something there.
Hell yeah.
So we went, not this Christmas, but the Christmas before that. Natalie was like, the place she goes, they were having like a pre-Christmas event, like champagne and just, food and all that stuff. And so she's like, oh, let's just go with the family. So me and her and Emma went, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. So I've gone twice more, I think, since then. So it's not like I go a lot like her, but I've gone probably 3 times in the last year or 2.
Right.
And every time you come out of there feeling like $1 million, dog. My legs are damn rejuvenated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, yeah, shout out to the guys. It's okay to get a pedicure, but stay away from the booty waxers. All right? You start getting, yeah.
Yeah, the Brazilian waxes pay some good money, man.
Yeah. I mean, that see the shit they got to deal with, literally, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I saw this video, man. I don't know if it was AI or real, but it just came across my reels this morning, which is funny. I just saw that in our TikTok chat. Was this guy like doing like a booty wax, man, and lady just explosion. And I don't know if it was AI or real. It seemed pretty real. I'm pretty good at just determining AI, right? But so then I see this guy come in here today. It's just funny how things happen like that. The algorithms are just undefeated, man. They're like, wait a minute, he saw that video earlier. Let's show this to a booty waxer.
I used to watch those nose waxing.
So my Dominican barbershop, man.
God,
my Dominican barbershop, they do that too. Like when you're getting your haircut, they'll wrap it up in these Q-tip things. They'll stick them up your nose with the stick sticking out. Last time I was there, my barber was actually had him in his nose.
Really?
I was like, yeah, it's the first time I seen him. I was like, what are you doing, bro? He said, oh, nose hair thing. And then he's got him in the whole time. He cuts my hair, and then at the end, he just yanks them out.
Oh my God.
And those things it looks pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
I might try that. Well, I could see myself trying that just because trimming nose hair when you get old, you constantly have to do it, man.
Yeah.
And sometimes the trimmers work well, sometimes they don't, So I might try that.
Yeah, I got the little trimmer for my nose hair.
I got that one too.
Hairs.
Yeah. You just notice when you get older.
You start getting hair all over the damn place where you never used to have.
Yeah. Uncle Moby, what's up? Guys, if y'all just joining us, man, I know we're talking about booty waxing and all kinds of stuff over here. That's not what we usually do. I'm Tim. This is Steve with Alpha Flow Trader. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of AI indicators, buy, sell indicators that you see on the screen right now off this Dow trade we took. I'm assuming you got out of that one, Steve.
Yeah, I'm out now. Yeah, we just talking about booty wax out.
We just saw a guy in here that said traveling wax tech or something like that, and my mind wasn't even thinking body waxing. I was thinking like, oh, this guy works for like Madame Tussauds Wax Museum or something. But no, Steve knows because he's a booty wax connoisseur. No. Yeah, let's go. Good morning, man. Good morning. Yeah, so Tim, Steve, Alpha Flow Trader. Booty wax is great. Yeah, we're gonna have some cool highlights from today's stream. But yeah, so we already took this trade. I took this trade, one contract, half risk for a $750 win right here. Got in here, got out down here. You see my exit arrow there. The same signal was also called on Russell. We did not take the Russell trade, but both of them did win. No signals yet on, well, you got the pre-market signals on ES and NQ, but no signals on there yet. Natural gas chopping. Natural gas inventory is coming out in about 3 minutes. What time is it? Yeah, about 3 minutes. So we'll see what happens with natural gas. Natural gas was inside or outside? Did we even look at it? Let me check real quick. So just real quick,
yeah,
guys, you can see
that.
when I'm looking, when we say, is it inside day or outside day? This is all we're doing. We go open we change it to the daily chart. So each one of these candles is now 1 day. And you can see price today is still inside the range of yesterday's price, this big red candle. So what does that mean for our trading strategy? That means,
damn, this really hasn't moved anywhere. Holy shit.
no, it's like they're waiting on them inventories, I feel like, which means that we can trade these levels down here and up here. Now, this one up here, look at all these levels stacked up on top of each other. You got London high, Asia high, pre-market high, prior day high, all before R3. So a lot of stuff for them to get there, especially given that it's already taken out the Asia low. It did not take out prior day low or pre-market low. Yeah, it did take out pre-market low. So depending on this oil inventory report, there's a lot of reason for it to go up, but we'll see. Or not oil, sorry, natural gas. Kendrick, what's up? What's up? What's up? Getting some selling pressure there on NQ and ES. Oh, big selling candle on ES and NQ right there. Any news?
Not yet. Not yet.
Nah, just. All right, you got it. So we've got a signal flashing now on NQ, guys. You can see it's a weak signal.
Good. I got a good signal here.
Oh, you have a good. Mark is good. Yeah, I've got it as weak. Maybe a setting thing, but just the same. When I see an NQ signal that many ticks, that big a candle, I hesitate, especially after I'm already up on the day, because that's going to be a NQ. It's going to be a pretty wide stop for NQ, and it just went away anyway. ES, I could stomach that one. ES, I could stomach that stop, but NQ makes it a little tough.
That looks to be the 1, 2. That would have been the third. Yeah, mine's went away as well.
Third time's a charm, bro. All right, I'm gonna keep it on natural gas here for a second, guys, because the inventory report is about to drop in 1 minute or less than 1 minute, about 30 seconds. And see what natural gas does. Oh crap! It's my grandmother's nursing home. Steve, just talk for a second.
I got you. All right. You want to flip to my screen?
No, it's no problem. I'm expecting it.
What is that? NQ. All right, so NQ, guys, has officially signaled us in. This would be the 1, 2, cool. The third attempt at NQ. Me personally, I'll stay away, man, just because pretty saturated at R4. Certainly may hit. It's got good momentum right now. NQ. Oh yeah. But I'm just gonna stay away from that one.
So yeah, so he did get the.
Is that is a? How many ticks is that? Or 495 ticks.
Yeah.
It's a little bit out of my price range.
Yeah,
even
same.
on the micros. For micros, still too much risk for me.
I might take it on a funded account here.
Let's see what else we got.
I might take it on a funded account. Let's see.
It did close below R4. Well, no, it didn't, but this next candle is currently trading below R4. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for a better setup here.
I might take it on eval, actually. Go ahead and take that on eval, I think. Yeah, so I've got another machine up. I've got another machine up on my to my left that I have copy trading software, Con Tower, that I use to copy trade prop firms and evals and stuff like that. Yeah, sorry, I had to jump off there a second. My grandmother, my person, she's in Toronto, and I spent a lot of time in Toronto. Spent months last year, spent several months up there just looking out for her. We had to get her moved into a memory care facility, and it took some time. She was in her independent retirement home for a while until she needed more care, and then got her moved to a memory care spot finally. And so when I see the call from the facility, of course I drop what I'm doing and answer, because you know grandma takes priority over everything pretty much. And but yeah, she's fine. They just said she had a little rash or something, and the staff there is so good. It doesn't matter if it's the most minor little thing. Like she could cough twice, and they're gonna call me and be like, "Hey, just wanted to let you know." So shout out to Aurora Aged Care Aurora in Toronto. Um, they are just awesome, awesome people, man. And dementia is such a bitch um, that it takes really special people. And we tried to we talked about bringing her down here with us, which I would have preferred just because obviously selfish reasons. But Canada has this thing called universal health care where everything is covered, and we just don't give a shit down here about our people. So, so yeah, so it's tough to go from. Now, of course, we pay a copay for the monthly for her to have a private, her private everything private, right? Um, but yeah, it was just too tough. The cost, it would not have been cost effective at all. So yeah, and having lived in Toronto and here, not going to get into the healthcare debate, but I mean, there's pros and cons for sure. But I can tell you, yeah, it just sucks, man. Like I can tell you, like I'm not going to get political about it, but having lived on both sides of the border, being a dual citizen, um, I've lived and experienced it on both sides. My dad here, with a crazy like had a heart attack. His bill was like almost $1 million. Insurance covered obviously like 80% of it, but still left you like a 200K bill. Um, and then he was in the hospital for like a month. But my grandmother, same exact thing, almost even worse. She had to have open triple bypass, like even worse than my dad had, and $0, $0, like literally $0. And she was at one of the best heart institutes in Canada. Like I've just seen it on both sides. Now, sure, if you're like if you're just having some nagging knee pain, you're trying to get in, you might wait a little longer than we do here because we have so many choices. You just choose a specialist and go pay cash if you want. So there's some of that, but I don't know a single person living there that would trade with us. I just don't.
Yeah.
And if I had an opportunity to, I would live there, or I would, if I could have the healthcare up there but live here, I would do it because obviously, I love the states, man. I'm an American. I was born here, but split family, Toronto and here, and I just don't know anybody that would trade with us. It is, man. It is, and it's like, and everybody pretends to fix it, or they have these solutions how they're going to fix it, and all they do is make it worse. Typically, I loved what Obama did with the marketplace if it was the way it was supposed to be. But what it really did was it helped people. It helped people, lower income people. It really did help them have access. That like they made too much for Medicaid, but not enough for insurance. So it did help them get health insurance, and I appreciate that. But for guys like me, all I did now is my premiums went up so I can pay for those other people to do it, which I'm fine with having pitching in like a single payer system if it's going to everybody the same coverage.
Right.
That's why I never understood, man. Our tax base, everything they take out of our checks, um, just how about we just fund healthcare with that, man? And it's not even just healthcare up there. So colleges, your bachelor's degree is essentially free up there.
Really?
Yeah, 1 year of paternity leave, childcare for your first year is free. Like I say free, not free. The taxes are paying for it, but the taxes are not crazy different than ours. That's you know, we just spend our money on different things, different countries, different. Yeah, same T, same. I consider myself pretty moderate, man. But when it comes to healthcare, I'm pretty progressive because I see it working, and I love how American like media and people on certain sides of the argument love to make it like, oh yeah, but it's not that good there, dude. Like countries like Norway and Sweden and these places have like the highest quality of living scores. They have the lowest infant mortality rates. They have the longest lifespans. So I'm going to go ahead and call BS on that. I'm pretty sure it's propaganda to keep us thinking like, oh no, yes, you're paying and you can lose your house because you're sick, but it's so much better care when you need it. That's BS, dude. That's just BS. Exactly. Yeah, they push it like the healthcare everywhere else is terrible and ours is just the greatest. Meanwhile, you got people like literally losing their homes um, because of because they got sick or whatever, had needed some crazy surgery. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. But for me, I just lived it on both sides, and then with my grandmother, like I have an opportunity to come here and pay out the butt for her insurance, or just there where she's completely covered, and we have zero worries, and her money can just stay in the bank. You know. So,
I remember when I broke my pinky, damn, during that last ice storm. What was
would you
it?
fall?
2011. Yeah, I slipped down my driveway, broke my damn pinky.
Did you get
They
that on the
charged
ring
me
camera?
5,000 to break my pinky back in place. The lady, I went there, they broke it back in place, sent me home with a bill for 5,000 to break my shit back in place. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, when I tell when my friends and family in Toronto or across Canada hear stories like that, they honestly their jaw drops. To them, that is such a foreign concept. They're like, "What do you mean $5,000 for you broke a pinky?" Like I in Toronto broke my hand at the gym, and walked. I mean, I went to the ER. I was in and out of there in I don't know a couple hours, few hours, and walked out with a $0 bill. And that's including the medicine. That's including the little brace they gave me. It's everything.
Yeah,
Like here, they give you that little brace at
yeah,
the
that's it.
ER.
Yeah, the
There's
split. She
there's
broke it back in
$300.
place, put a split on it,
Yeah,
sent you home $5,000.
$300 splint.
Crazy.
It's just the way we do our spending down here is crazy. When you look at the military budgets and screws, like little screws that you can buy at Home Depot for $3, or line items for $120 a piece, they're stealing our money. Quite honestly, I'm probably gonna get on some watch list for this, but yeah,
Yeah.
they are 100% stealing from us. Tyler, what's up? Guys, anyway, we've been talking about all kinds of extra stuff today because we hit an early win. So we've been talking about booty waxers. We're now talking about healthcare across the globe. But I'm Tim. This is Steve. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of indicators. You see on the screen right now all these key levels, these S3 and R3 support and resistance lines, these different colored prior session highs and lows, this volume area that's drawing out, these supply zones off the higher time frames. All that stuff gets drawn automatically for you from our tool. No more going back and looking and drawing these levels on your own or using multiple indicators, half of which are wrong. Or going back looking for supply zones, which is something I personally hated doing, going back at all the higher time frames and drawing supply zones and then copying them over to your chart you trade. So all that automatically for you. And then the coolest part is the winning AI signals. And I say winning because the winning percentages just show that. I'm not just saying it to brag. But you see here, so it calls the signal, it gives you information on that signal, you hover over it, 3Niz, what's up? And it shows you all the information on that, exactly why you should or should not take that trade and why it was graded. Brown skin, what's up? So yeah, so there's a couple winning signals there. It did call one on NQ, which is already, did it get stopped out?
Which one? NQ?
Yeah.
It's going in the wrong direction.
But yeah, but I'm showing that like it might be a bug.
The app, the stop is not stops at 36:44.
Right, but it's showing it stopped out. So we got to figure that out.
Your screen?
Yeah, look at you see it?
No, that's the previous signal.
Oh, that's the previous one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's for this one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was this one. This prior one did get stopped out. Sorry. So yes, to go in the wrong direction, still in it. Let's just look over here at gold, or sorry, Dow and Russ. Gold made a nice little move down. Now it's just kind of chopping, staying below the VWAP and the EMA here though. Our custom VWAP that we draw for gold, as well as the New York session VWAP. And it did take out that London low. Euro, nothing much. Natural gas, guys, we were talking about the inventories, and the inventory news came out. So you saw natural gas was just kind of sideways. Boom, here's the 1030 news candle. Comes up, what's it do? It sweeps London high, it sweeps Asia high, and doesn't quite get the pre-market high and starts turning back around. Sion, what's up? Guys, we appreciate you guys for the support. Those joining us, you can follow us. We live stream on Alpha Flow Trader at Alpha Flow Trader on all platforms, except X. It's at Alpha Flow Trades, which we do not monitor. Brad, what's up? Yeah, all the information you can find on our product is at alphaflowtrader.com. We also have a promo code with BuellKnox right now, 89% off a prop firm eval with BuellKnox.com. I'll drop that in the chat in a minute. Brad, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? You trade, Brad? Let's see. I always like to do a quick little profile peek whenever somebody new comes in. Feeling salty about my Feeling salty about my MU. MU. What's MU? MU.
Micron. Let me see.
I'm not sure what MU is, man. What oh, Micron. Yeah, that's what Steve was just saying. Micron. Yeah. We don't do much individual stocks here. I did buy some SpaceX obviously on IPO day, but typically, we just trade futures
SpaceX
indexes.
Been going in the opposite. It got up to 200 and it's been dumping ever since.
I know. And Bitcoin's been coming up after I sold Bitcoin. I sold some of my Bitcoin to buy SpaceX. Let me just pull up SpaceX right now. Actually,
he said he bought Micron at 90, feeling salty about. He bought it at 96. Yeah, hell yeah, is at 11 point. Okay.
Oh, that's a good reason to be salty.
You bought it at 96. Where did you sell it at?
It's at 1.1.
Yeah, it's at 1100 now.
Yeah, so he said he's 3K profit. If he'd taken 10K, it'd be 100K profit. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. You gotta scale up, man. It takes a while.
Is doing. SpaceX is down to 178. Holy smokes! Just yesterday,
which is good because I told.
But yeah, it's good for dip buyers.
Sure. I told some of my family in Canada. He was like, my cousin Christian. He was like, man, he's like, I bought some. I bought a little, but I wanted to buy more, but I've got to wait till I get paid. And I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to dip again. So you may not get back to 150, but it's going to dip. All right, so that NQ trade's still going. No, that's good, Brad. That's what's up, man. Do you do any futures index? Do you do any futures day trading? I will tell you though. So hold on, that's a good example. So what is it, MU? Let's see if our signals have called out anything. Let's see what our signals called out on MU. All right, let me load. I'll just load.
Look at that gap up. Holy smokes.
On Micron?
Micron.
Yeah, give this indicator a second to load. I just want to see, because our tool does work on individual stocks. We've been looking at it. It's just not what we market it as, but it works on anything, just about any instrument.
Yeah, the levels itself, 1T, those Camarilla levels, they're valid on Forex, equities, futures. It absolutely does work on stocks.
Yeah, it
definitely does. Something with volume though. You definitely want to use it with something that's moving, high volume stuff.
Yeah, let me show you an example. So I always look at Lennox. So I used to work for Lennox for years. And let's see, let's go look at the 1 day. Give me a second, I'll show you what I mean. Hold on, the indicator's still loading. Actually, we'll do 1 week. All right, so look, can you see my screen right now, T? So look, here is, and I just use Lennox as an example because I own Lennox stock. I worked for Lennox for a long time. You see here, the signal called on Lennox back here in July of 2025, rode down that short to TP2 in November. Or no, sorry, TP2 came in not till March, almost made it there in November. So yeah, so for long-term stocks as well, it does work. Yeah, Apple and Tesla, yeah. They're just so expensive.
Well, that would be more for like, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so you see here, this is an example of how it looks on an individual stock. Created all-time high, called us short here in December of 24. That hit, and then another one there. So that's longer term. These are 1 week candles here. But yeah, it's just showing you guys it does work on stocks as well. Yeah. Now that's not something that we do, but it is something that Steve and I actually talked about, gathering more data on some of that stuff.
It's not fine tuned for stocks, but we certainly can.
Yeah. And it's we talked about that at some point, monitoring the data and maybe tuning it a little bit for that, and just adding it as just not as like another tool, but just as another feature of the tool, just for a different type of audience, man. People that like to trade stocks. So, Caden, what's up? Yeah, T, I think so. Yeah, my kids are on that. I will say too, though, my kids, man, they made some good calls, man, the last year or two, man. I think they were both up over 280, almost 300% on stocks. They were buying stuff like SoFi and SoundHound, and you know, they had some pretty good calls. Denoise, what's up?
NQ probably stopped you up now, huh?
Yeah. NQ did, yep. So NQ, both short calls, no bueno. We did not take it. Obviously, it was a huge risk for us. You see that right there. For my risk size, it would have been a $2,400 trade. Not doing that. Already made an easy 750 this morning. Let's look at gold. What time is it? 10:30. It's about time to do our call outs anyway. Gold and euro, not much.
Gold still hasn't got to S3. That's why I got that S3 level circled out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put an alert there.
Euro still got my level circled out. That hasn't gotten. Nothing else has gone 2 sides down.
Yeah. So yeah, and we'll have some other news for you guys tomorrow. You guys stay tuned for it. Join us tomorrow morning. We're gonna some news, some changes, some things we're gonna be doing a little differently that I think you guys will enjoy. So stay tuned. Join us tomorrow for that news. Got to give you a little cliffhanger. I'm, you know, that's what you're supposed to do when you're live. You know, apparently that's what I read. So no, yeah, like we always joke, we're not TikTokers or streamers, guys. We're just two regular dudes that day trade for a living, using our own tool that we built for ourselves that we now share. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna pass the screen over to Steve. Let's Steve make some call outs on what some of our higher probability setups that we're looking for later in the day after lunch chop. So let me hide my screen here. I'm gonna show yours, and same over here. All right, so Steve, you got your screen up on everything. What is stop out alert on NQ?
Okay, and Dow as well. Dow gave me an alert.
Yeah,
Dow.
So winner on Dow and Russell, loser on NQ.
Wait a minute, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Mute me for a second.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let me mute Steve real quick.
Hello?
Actually, you just got to turn your mic off. I can't mute you because you're on the same channel with me.
I'm in Stream Books.
See, guys, told you we're not professional streamers.
All right, guys. Let's start with ES and our call outs for the rest of the day. So my levels.
Sorry, guys. Steve had to answer that call. That was his traveling wax tech calling to confirm his booty wax appointment later this afternoon.
Confirm our appointment. Yeah. ES is still same level I circled out earlier at the beginning of the session. 75.88 still looks good to me. R4 at 75.88 for ES still looks like a good level as long as it takes out prior day high at the same time. So we want to see price come not past R4, take out prior day high before heading lower. All right. So that is what I'm looking forward to on ES.
Can I just add something to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, so Steve, this is where Steve and I do differ a little bit. And I'm not saying who's right or wrong because it's just I do what he said. I do what he's doing most of the time. But what I'll say is I like to look at, just throwing this out there, I like to, where Steve's more comfortable, he says, hey, R4 is a good level, but I want to see it sweetly sweep this. Makes total sense, obviously. But I also will just look at price action at R4. So if I see a clear down wicks and rejections at R4, maybe 2 candles in a row, then I may not wait for it to get up to prior day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where we just differ a little bit. I just really watch that price action to see how it's reacting at that level.
Yeah. So I'm just going for the safer play
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
rest of the day,
Being up,
especially
being
we're
up.
up on the day. So the
Yeah.
safer play for me would be for
let it take out prior day.
Let it take out prior day high.
And guys, keeping in mind too, we're both up on the day already. We haven't lost anything today, so we'll call out everything, but maybe we'll let you know, like, hey, this is higher. You know, what we would actually enter ourselves. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, and NQ definitely didn't like it at R4. Let's see what R5 is not in an ideal position either.
Yeah, you got this supply zone stacked on top of it.
Don't like R5, so I'm going to pass on NQ. For you supply zone traders, though,
I will put
if it gets in this area. Yeah,
I'm gonna put what is that? That prior week.
This prior week's high.
I'll probably put an alert there in that supply zone just in case. Just in case.
It definitely looks like a strong supply zone for sure.
Right.
But
yeah.
I am gonna pass
on NQ.
On R5 and Q.
Yeah, same here. I'll pass on R5, but I'll start looking in that supply zone.
Yeah. Russell, we did get that wick, and I didn't like this signal just because I said we had prior day high right up here. So Russell is heading back in that direction, and it may want to take out prior day's high before this day is over.
Yeah.
So for me
and that entry candle, now that I look at it, that entry candle on Russell wasn't great either.
Yeah.
It was such a neutral, just huge neutral candle, right?
Mm-hmm. So, well, the entry candle wasn't too bad.
Well, it's just a lot of wick on both sides.
Yeah, on both sides.
Yeah.
Let's say for Russell, the safer bet would be R5 for sure. Now we're above. We're going to be above prior day highs.
We'll be above all-time highs.
We're going to be in a supply zone. Prior week high right here as well. So yeah, R5 definitely looks like the safer bet for a reversal on Russell.
And I agree 100% there. I also will add an alert at R4 again too, just because I will watch price action and see.
All right, and Dow, we've taken out R3 already, and I would be looking for even though R3, if it gives you another signal off R3, it's still valid. But
R4 looks really good up there in that supply zone.
I'm liking R4 a lot better.
Yeah,
supply zone above these highs right here.
And I'll put my alert at both just to watch. But R4 definitely got a nice daily supply zone up there. Yeah, R4. And guys, so just real quick, see these supply zones. You see this one says auto SZ, auto supply zone, and then parentheses D. That D means day, so that's from the daily chart. So our supply and demand tool goes back at all the different higher time frames, finds the supply and demand zones, draws them, and then places it on the chart that you're using to trade with. So huge time saver there. Lyru, what's up? Sorry, Steve, go ahead.
All right, oil. Let's take a look at oil. So oil still circled this S4 level earlier.
65, 315.
72.21. 72.21 at S4 for oil. I'd be interested in that level.
What about to the short side?
It would have.
No, it'd have to be R4 because it's an outside day.
Yeah, it's an outside day. So I mean, if it's
which is a nice level up there.
If it somehow gets to R4, for sure, yeah.
We're gonna need some missiles flying for that to happen.
For sure, that would be in play. And that's 77.81. But the more realistic level is S4 at 72.21. Golds, same level I'm still looking at here. I think this S3 level does look really good for longs on golds. 42.30.6 at S3 is just below prior day's lows, below this demand zone. S3 looks like a strong level for golds for longs. And Euro, I believe, is an outside day. Euro's an outside day.
Let me ask you, Steve, about gold. Your opinion. Yeah. So S3 looks like a good level. It's below those. Now let me ask you this: if it doesn't quite get to S3, and you start seeing it in these demand zones, start reversing.
Yeah, like right here. Did it wick off this demand zone yet? No, not quite.
No, it hasn't touched them yet.
Didn't quite get it. Um, Now these demand zones, like if honestly, prior day's low right here at the bottom of
Rick,
this
what's up,
demand
buddy?
zone, I'm gonna expect it to actually take out this demand zone. Not
Just
even
wipe
look
it
inside.
out.
Yeah, I expect it to wipe it out just because you have prior day's low right at the bottom edge of the demand zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So once
yeah,
it's in there, it's going to want to
yeah.
chase that
Once it's in
price.
there, I'm gonna expect it to
Yeah, yeah,
wipe out these zones.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Euro is an outside day. S4 is still in play. S4 to the long side is still in play, and your R4s. R4 is 1.16185. That's 1.16185 at R4. Looking for shorts there. Um, we have these highs that we would take out once we get to R4, so that looks good. And then to the downside, we'd be looking at S4 1.14645. Looking for reversal longs at S4. I do like R4 a lot better, but I don't know if we'll get to either one today. Euro tends to move a little bit slower as the day goes on. We never looked at Bitcoin today. Not calling out Bitcoin, just wanted to take a look and see. Bitcoin hasn't given us anything today, but it is moving lower again. Holy shit. It was just at 60 something the other day, wasn't it? 66. We're
Yeah.
down to 63s. So Bitcoin is back. Damn,
Back on its BS.
back to falling. All right, well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I got for today. So my strongest ones I look forward to would be R4 if it did the move that I talked about, and R5 on Russell for sure.
R4 on what? Yes.
R R4 on
So
ES,
75.88 on ES.
75.88. Russell at R5, 30.24, and gold. I do like the gold
Yeah.
at S3.
Same.
So those three would be the most my better setups to look forward to for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I also like gold at R4 if it can somehow get there, just because it'll have to take it out. Although there's a bunch of highs that even still above that.
Yeah, it's got long.
There's so many targets to the upside on gold.
Yeah.
But gold has been pretty bearish though. Probably not going to change today. Is you good?
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Appreciate that. So there's Steve's call outs of the day. Remember, guys, not financial advice, just showing you the setups that we're going to personally look for ourselves, and the alerts that we'll set for ourselves, right? So, yeah, man. T, if you have any questions, man, just reach out. So you can email both of us, Tim at Alpha Flow Trader and Steve at Alpha Flow Trader. Any kind of setup questions, anything like that, just reach out. There is a couple of settings that you want to change for metals and energy, which is really, really simple. Actually, I could, T, if you're there, let me know. I can actually show you right now. It'd probably be good for everybody to see anyway.
Just make a short video on it as well. A short for just
Your settings for indexes, or your indexes, energies, and metals, because that's, yeah. Rick, what's up? I can do it right now. We can clip it from here. All right, guys, just really quickly, I want to show you something. That there's our tool comes out of the box, ready to use, but there's a couple slight changes you want to make, whether you're on indexes, metals, or energy, right? So the indexes, or gold and silver, or oil and natural gas, right? So this is right now. This is the for my indexes settings, right? And actually, that one. Why is that one off? That was a bad example, guys. So this is what it should look like for your indexes. Yeah. So this is what it should look. This is what it should look like for your indexes. You're showing New York VWAP, and you got your times set there. Show London, show Asia. Okay, so that's for your indexes. So you want to save that as your index template. So I'll just do that. And then I always like this. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I just switched it over. Yeah. So guys, so for indexes, your settings, just make sure show custom is not checked. These three are checked. Um, and then make sure that the session fallback is New York. So that's for indexes, okay? So you just click OK, and then what I do the easiest way is I just come here, save the indicator template, and what is today's date? It is 6/18/26, and then I put latest, and then I put indexes. So I know that now when, oops, indexes, and all right, 6/18 latest indexes. I'll save that one now. You can just go load that up on my other charts. Now here's the difference. So gold, this will be not just for gold, for all metals. So I'll double click it again. This one, you want to, I keep both of them on there. It doesn't matter if you like Steve, I think just shows the custom. So gold has a different time frame. So gold, you do want to check show custom VWAP, and you want to make sure that this time is changed to 8, depending on where you are. And it doesn't matter where you are. You want to change it to 8:30 Eastern. Yeah, so you want to change this to 8:30 to 1600. So for metals, only change you're doing is check this box and look at the time frame, make sure it started at 8:30, and then for the session fallback, make sure it says custom. That's it. So I do that. You then go in and save it again. And this time I always put the date 6/18/26, and then I always do latest. And then I'll put metals. So now when I load up a copper, gold, silver chart, that's all I have to do. All right, the last one, this is the last change you have to make. Pick one of your energies, like crude or natural gas. So I'm on crude. I'm going to double click that. Same thing. You want to make sure show custom VWAP is checked, but the time is 9 o'clock, not 8:30. So the indexes is going to be 9:30. Metals is going to be 8:30. Energy is going to be 9 o'clock. So just make sure this is checked, show custom VWAP, and make sure this is changed to 9 o'clock. And then make sure the session fallback right here is changed to custom. That's it. Very quick, simple changes. And now you're ready to go. Press OK. I then will do the same thing I always do. I'll save that template and I'll say today's date, latest energy. So now I know when I come, for example, now I just jump on this natural gas chart here. Okay, I highlight it. Boom. I'm just going to load up that 6/18 latest energy on that chart. Go ahead and pop it on there. Make sure I got the latest and greatest. I created my index one. I'll now just go to Dow, load up the latest indexes one I created. Boom. Same thing with Russell. Latest indexes. Gold. Latest metals. And so on. Euro, of course, you use the indexes one. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want to use my 6/18. And so on, guys. So yeah, so it's that simple. Silver, where do I have silver? I thought I had silver. Yeah, so here's silver. So I want to go ahead and add my latest metals template to that silver chart. And now you are all set up on your trading view settings. So it's just remember, there's only a couple things that change, whether you're showing the custom VWAP or not, and what the time of that custom VWAP is, whether it's 9:30 for indexes, 9 o'clock for energy, or 8:30 for metals, right? And then making sure the session fallback is that custom VWAP for metals and energy.
Or if you just want another thing that you can use the custom setting for is just if you want to just anchor VWAP to your own personal custom time frame.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah.
Like FOMC, like you want to start monitoring VWAP from FOMC announcement or a news release, like a 8:30 news release or whatever, 10 o'clock news release. That's how you can use the custom settings.
Yep. Oh, cool. All the information, guys, at alphaflowtrader.com. Like I said, everything you see on the screen right now, all the supply and demand, all the key levels, the support and resistance lines, the candle color changes for you scalpers, all of that out of the box with our tool. And then you get these signals, which don't just tell you when to buy and sell. They tell you where to place your profit, where to place your loss, and gives you all the confluences on it. Get all the information on our tools at alphaflowtrader.com. You can also DM us any questions you have on our socials at alphaflowtrader, or email us info@alphaflowtrader as well. And yeah, just let us know. Steve, you got anything else?
No. Thank you guys for hanging with us today, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Hope we close out the week.
Yep. Close out another green week, it looks like. So, all right, guys. If you guys are good, we're good. We're going to jump off of here. Y'all have a good day, rest of your day, good evening, and we'll catch you all in the morning. Peace out. God bless.